Hey, what's up, Dean? Super Performance. It's at the shop. Mike's car up on the lift. Did end up finally getting the bolts. Cage showed up, so I pulled it all out of the box. All the pieces are here. Those are door bars. The little side bars. There'll be probably a seatbelt bar in there. Then you got the A-pillars and the back down bars. So everything is here for that. All the plates, I believe, are in these two. At least this one here. There's at least one plate on each end of there. And then there's a couple down there. So I haven't cut none of that apart yet. But we also have Sen's Impala. And I got Mike's car up in the air because I am going to switch up all his wiring after I do the cage. I'm going to cut, not sure, this is his trans brake wire here, goes up through the floor. So I'm actually going to cut these two wires here at the trans brake solenoid where he has these connections. And I'm not going to do like the ground the chassis for the trans brake. Usually they ground them to like the pan or something like that, but I'm gonna do a Deutsch connector on here, run the ground up into the car and use the ground as the trigger wire, so it'll always have 12 volts going to it, fuse 12 volt, key on 12 volt, or switch 12 volt, whatever you want to call it. So I got to get that, but I'm gonna do all that after the cage, which I have to pull out his stuff inside the car, seats and carpet and that stuff. So we got to do all that. But Sen's Impala, he actually decided to get himself a Holley Terminator. So it's 550916. It's the EV1 with the screen. So I'm going to go through today and I'm going to get his old harness and ECU out. His ECU is mounted up under the fender. And then it's got the separate like standalone fuse panel, which I may keep that fuse panel. I just need to kind of go through and look at. I know I did a lot of wiring on this car, so I just need to go through and kind of look at what we did as far as triggering this fuse panel and all of that stuff, because the Holley does like to be very clean type of signals on stuff. So I'm gonna go through and carefully get his harness and ECU and all that stuff off. Even with this fuse panel, I'll take it off and I'll mark out what wires are what. If I end up reusing it, that's fine. If not, that's fine. I do have another fuse panel here, but this one's a little more of a small package. So, but I'm gonna go through and start getting all this stuff off and see what I know. I gotta crawl under and disconnect the transmission stuff, but I gotta see where I gotta cut some of the loom. I would assume like the crank sensor and stuff like that I'll have to cut, because I can see I taped it all together down here. So it looks like it's still maybe not 2 looms. It's not. Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is. It feels like 2 looms in there. So, but anyways, I'll have to, because I want to leave all the starter stuff, but take all that off. So I kind of let the car cool off, pulled it in. It's still warm a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna go through and get this harness off and then see where we're at. So did a little hyperlapse. Got the old harness out. The only things I had to cut were what I believe, I'm pretty sure, these are all the wires going in to feed the Dakota Digital stuff. So I do know there are a couple other things that go to, I believe, yeah, I do see an oil pressure sensor down there that runs up and over. That's this one here. So I have to get that one out there. I did forget, I put in this fuse box, which I'm gonna have to look at what I did, to be honest with you, because I don't 100% remember all of this. And there's a lot with all the headlight stuff in there, so, but I do need to get the oil pressure sensor out from down there. Probably just disconnect the wire, pull the wire out. I'm probably not going to pull the sensor out because then you got to plug it. So I'll have to cut this tape, cut a couple of zip ties, yeah, and then pull this out, pull it back through, then go on the other side and that big bundle of wire there, figure out where that's running to inside. I can't open this side because I have the Traverse transmission in the way. I'm trying to get it cleaned up. Made a dump run today and I was absolutely overloaded, but I will get another dump run and a scrap run. But that's the harness. So I'm gonna take his Terminator out. Not gonna, I mean, we opened it. I opened it while he was here. And I will put his old harness in here. That way it's, you know, it's in a box. And then I'll tape up the box so it doesn't fall apart. So I'll get all that in there, and then I'm gonna pull the hood down, shove the car in as far as I can, and I'm out of here for today. But if you like the hyperlapse of me actually doing the stuff, let me know in the comments. I will try to do it as much as I can. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow of getting the Holley stuff put on there. But for today, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified. Leave me a comment on it if you like the hyperlapse. Have a good day.